Greetings viewers and subscribers. So in today's journey, we're gonna be driving in the hills of Mount Stewart. We're gonna come down to the main road and we'll be heading back to Ocho. Sit back, relax and drive with me. Now, like we promised, this is our second video for today and we have a number of news stories for Westmoreland. But we were in St. Mary on the weekend and some residents are complaining. They are complaining bitterly. Residents of Bunnygate, Gale Town Centre, Lucky Hill, straight to Guys Hill, residents of Bottom Road, residents of Hood Park, residents of Wellington, residents of Jack River. They are saying that Hoodlums are using the curfew to break into a number of business places in St. Mary. Now you are gonna ask, how are they using the curfew to do this? What some of the business persons are telling us is that the business people, they have to close down their business and go home by at least 7:30 in the night. As a result, these hoodlums, they drive around, more than one of them, or more than one vehicle, so they know where the police or where the security forces members are. We are told that they use battery grinder to cut off the grills to these business places, where they enter and steal anything that they want. The persons are also complaining that despite many reports made to the police in the area, they are getting little or no assistance. Officers, the residents are complaining. The business persons are complaining. Please do what you can to try and assist them. A curfew is in effect, therefore no one should be on the road. It cannot be that the business people have to close their business and at the same time the criminals are roaming the street, breaking into these people's business places and stealing all what they want. Officers, please, you know this channel already, we support you, but please, these business places, they need help. Assist them. So, like we told you earlier on, today we are in the parish of Westmoreland. First up, there was a fire at a place named Keto Main Road in the Negril Police area in the parish of Westmoreland on Monday, the 31st of May 2021. Our information is that a man and his wife, they were at home in their living room when they smelled smoke. Checks were made and fire was observed coming from inside of their bedroom. The fire department was contacted and a fire brigade arrived on the scene and extinguished the blaze. Now, this fire is suspected to be caused by electrical short circuit. Luckily, this couple were at home because our information is that damage was done to a bed, chest drawer, window and clothes inside of the house. If for example these persons were away, I am sure the house would have been maybe completely destroyed. Now, we are told that the police were also on the scene. When the police were leaving this scene and heading back to the station, our information is that they saw a black 2013 BMW motorcar. Now, this motorcar was parked along the roadway, along the Keto Main Road. The officers stopped and made checks on the motorcar when a man, he was seen in the driver's seat of the motorcar and appeared to be sleeping. He was the only person in this motorcar. He was awoken by the police, questioned, and he gave his name as Orlando Johnson, 41 years old. He is from Clarksonville in Cave Valley in the parish of St. Ann, but he is currently living at Hilton Avenue, West End, in the grill. We are told that whilst this man was being questioned, his actions arose the suspicion of the police. So, the police decided to search the motor car. Under the driver's seat of the car, we are told that a black handgun, a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 5 rounds of 9mm cartridges were found, like I told you before, under the driver's seat. As a result, Orlando Johnson, he was arrested and charged for the offenses of illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. So, 41-year-old Orlando Johnson, he'll be going to the courts shortly. In the next incident, now this one, it took place on Monday, the 31st of May 2021, about 5:30 p.m. It took place at 104 Darling Street, Savlamar, in the parish of Westmoreland. It took place at a garage at 104 Darling Street. Now, our information is that 3 men, these 3 men are mechanics. They are in their 20s and their 30s. They were at work at the said 104 Darling Street when a motorcycle with 2 men rode up. If you have been following this channel, you would have heard us talking about 2 men riding up on motorcycle and creating mayhem, especially in Westmoreland. This is not saying that it's the same 2 men, but I'm just trying to let you understand some of these criminals in Westmoreland, their modus operandi. 2 men riding up on a motorcycle. So, these 2 men, they rode up. The pillion, the man on the back of the motorcycle, he came off, brandished a gun, and opened fire at the 3 mechanics. The mechanics, they ran in different direction. The hoodlum, he then went back onto the motorcycle, and both of them made good their escape in the area. Luckily, none of these mechanics were hit. But in the next incident, these 2 persons were not so lucky. This one, it has been making the rounds in Westmoreland, Savlamar to be exact, and persons at Russia community in Westmoreland has been mourning since Monday night. Before we go into this story, I'm gonna play you a voice note. Here goes.
General, I can't say me say 9 buckler people in man they want, you know. 9 somebody then say them have to kill 9. So I told that member said they mean shoot up the next one out of George's playing primary, but him never dead. But the mean he say him dead, but him not dead. So I told this was dead where everybody know about we're dead.
So what is this man talking about? Well, he's talking about this incident, and we are unable to verify that there is a connection, but I just played that voice note so you can understand some of what is out there. This incident, it took place at Truro district. It took place on Monday, the 31st of May 2021, about 6:30 p.m. Our information is that a man, a very popular young man, his name is Mr. Will Smith, 24 years old. No, he is originally from Russia, in Savlamar in Westmoreland, but in recent times, he has been living in Truro in Westmoreland. Will Smith, he recently bought a 2013 BMW 5 Series motor car. So he was at Truro, sitting in this motor car with his girlfriend. His girlfriend, she's known to almost everybody in Truro. She's known by the name Tia. So it's not like we are trying to expose her, because everybody in the area, they know her and know what happened in this incident. So Will Smith and Tia, They were sitting in this motor car when they were attacked by at least 3 gunmen. I said at least 3 gunmen. Later on, you'll find out why I said at least 3. So Will Smith and Tia, they were sitting in the car when they were attacked by at least 3 gunmen. The men opened fire on the car. Will, he was sitting in the front seat of the car, and as the shots started firing, he reclined his seat and jumped onto the back seat of the car. The men still continued to put it on Will. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape in the area. Residents of the area, they heard the explosions and went to investigate. On investigation, they saw that both Will and Tia were hit. But based on the injuries that Will received, they concluded that he had passed on. Tia, she was still talking and moving around. As a result, the residents assisted her to a nearby hospital where she has since been admitted. The police were called in, and later on in the night, Will was taken to the Savlamar hospital where he was pronounced DEAD. Now, our information is that when the crime scene was processed, spent shells from shotgun, that is one weapon, .40 mm, that is another weapon, and spent shells from a 9mm pistol, that is 3 weapons, were recovered from the scene. So that is why I said at least 3 gunmen, because 3 different types of spent shells were recovered from the scene. So based on what happened, Will did not stand a chance. He was clearly targeted. For what reason? We don't know. But everybody who know Will, know that Will had money. This is no secret. Will was a breadwinner in Russia. He took care of a lot of persons. At 24 years old, Will was a young millionaire. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.